Hi guys, it's me Karen, and I've come to show you the page I've done for April 24th through the 30th, and I got a lot of comments on it, so I thought I'd go ahead and show you how I did it, because I did not do a plan with me video on it, so sorry about that, but I was just doodling around on my page and didn't even think about filming it, so I really apologize for that. But this is the cute little book that I got at Michael's. It's the $6.99 notebook. I got another one, so this is what they look like. And you use your 40% off coupon and you can get it for like $4.25 or something like that. It's really cheap, and they're nice. They come with the little square corners, and what I did with mine was I went ahead and rounded the corners to go with the round corner here, and I used my We Are Memory Keepers Crocodile Corner Chomper, and it's about $15 I believe for this. You can get them at Hobby Lobby. You can also use a coupon on this, and it just opens up and you just rest your pages in here and chomp it, and you can do it at 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch. I did this one on 1/2 inch, and it chomps through a lot of paper real easy, and it's pretty easy on your hands. So this is a good investment. I've had this one here for I believe 4 or 5 years, and it works really good. Anyway, so I thought I would use these, kind of getting into bullet journaling, because I've never done it before, but I really like the way it looks. I'll show you my last week one is I stamped around the corners here in blue, and then I just draw in the boxes, and actually the headers on this are also done with stencils. Now, I made this one with Spellbinder dies, and it's kind of really flimsy, but it's the size I like. But I found a shop that sells these, and these are really nice to use. And here is, I got some kind of string on here, the one that does these cute little boxes. You can also do it on your own and do it with the little tails and stuff. So this one has really nice ones on it, and then of course the little tiny boxes that you just lay down and draw on there. And then like the boxes like here, and you can draw it and then extend it if you want to make a longer line on it. And they come with the cute little flags, and these are the ones I use to make the little flags here. And I believe this is the box I used to make this Tuesday here, and then I just drew in little tails. Boom, 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 like that. And then shaded in the areas here. On this one, I used this curved one to make this Friday, and then the little corners are on both sides. Did the box up here with the other one, and of course I used the boxes here and then extended them. This down here is drew 2 and then just lined it up and drew the 3rd one. The arrow, I just used the side here, draw a line, and then on the stencil it's got the little tail part and also the little arrow part. I just rounded my corners and made a heart. Anyway, I will put a link down below where you can purchase these. These are for a personal planner size, and this one's for a bullet planner. So it's bigger, and these are smaller, but I use them all in my layouts. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is show you. I'll do the arrow, I'll do one of these boxes here, and then I'll just do a box, and I'll show you how I did the little doodling on the outside. So put that away, and then we just have a plain piece of paper. I go ahead and I always use a pencil first, because pens kind of freak me out when I'm starting to do something, because if you mess up with a pen, you can't erase it, or at least I can't. So what I'll go ahead and do is I'll start with a little box up here in pencil, and then I just draw it across, and if I want to extend it over, line it, see? Line it up and draw up. And because I made a boo-boo there, it's erasable. That's a nice thing. Then I'll do one of the arrows, because, let's see, try to get it straight. Go across and just line it up so it hits the points. And then the arrow tip. And then I will do, what was the other one I had? I'll do this one as the, still in focus here. And you just draw around the corners. Oops, there we go. See, I always goof up. And this one you just line the box back up, and you can make the little points on it. You just take this, line it up to this corner and this corner, and then you shade in this area, and it makes it do its little thingy. And I didn't get that line there, and shade in that. Okay, when I do my lettering, so I'll put lettering on all three of these. I just use my own handwriting. I don't really practice like people do. They do a bunch of handwriting practices. I grew up writing in cursive only because when I went to school, that's what we did. I know a lot of people print now, so that's just something I learned to do. I keep it at an angle, and I will do it in pencil. And I'll just put Monday here. When I shade it, I will always shade on the left side of my writing. So I'll just take a little box and stick it on this side, and we will stick it on this one. If I don't like the shape, I can always correct it because I'm in pencil. So if I wanted that up a little higher, and then I just take it down here, the O. You just do this when you're doing it in the ink. You can get it nice and dark. I just leave the blank lines because I would need to know where I'm going to put the thickness. So that's kind of how I leave it when I do it. Now the get the book back out. The vines that I have here, I just basically took my pencil and kind of went, it'd be kind of nice if I had a flower up here and down here, and vines kind of wiggle, and I want it to go here. Maybe I want one up here to match. So it's kind of like just putting a ribbon down. And I want two of those ribbons, so I just kind of go opposite of where it's at, and kind of, I mean, those are my lines I'm going to use, okay? Now, on top of the little lines, because we're going to have vines, we're just going to attach little leaves. And the leaves go ziggy-zaggy on the up. And then when you get to a curve and you want them to start going down, you just do them down. And this doesn't take any time at all to put little leaves on here. So you do that on both of them. This one comes up and goes that way. You want your leaves kind of opposite of each other. So there's going to be a leaf here and one over here. And you just, figure out where you want them. And one on this side. We're going to add some flowers, and all I do with the flowers is put a little circle here, and then 3 bumpy petals. That's it. There's nothing exciting about these. Bump, bump, bump. And I can do that with a pen really easy. You just decide where you want them. Kind of at the end of things and here and there. Now that's cute on its own, but I also wanted kind of a more lacy look, so I'm going to just draw in some curls and put them where I want them. I always do two, it gives it a prettier look, I think. So like that. So we're getting a little lacy, and then we're going to put in little dots, kind of give it a real pretty, kind of like when you look at a piece of lace, it's got the little eyelets in it and stuff, and that's what I'm going to put in here. And we just want to put them kind of where the curves go, if there's a spot. Kind of what I call filler, but it gives it a nice pretty look when you're done with it. So basically, that's what I do on there. I will go ahead and ink these. When I do the long piece, we'll have a word in here. I'll just put Tuesday. The abbreviation for Tuesday. When I ink it, I'll just go here to here and leave that blank. When I erase it, you won't notice it, and we'll have some kind of feathering going on here. The vine will come down on this side, and maybe coming up from here down over on this side. And since they're both doing the same thing, I want to change this one. So it'll go kind of down, maybe up, have another one come up here, and then we'll do this one going up and down over on this side. And then we'll just basically do the same thing. Leaves, little flower, leaves, little swirls, and we just keep going down. Now on this one here, I just pulled them because this is like a ribbon that goes across and then it tucks down and pulls out. So the flower is going to come out from here. And then we'll just put a couple of the swirls coming out of here. So you just kind of play with it until you like the way it looks. If you think they come down too far, erase it a little bit. And then you're just going to do the same thing, the leaves, the little flowers, and the little curls. Dots. So I'll go ahead and show you how I do that in the pen. Of course, I'm going to have to use the stencil again because I can't draw a straight line at all. So we're just kind of going over the pencil marks. So we have our box. The Monday is just going to be written. You don't have to worry about being too perfect with it because you're going to go over and thicken the lines, and if, say, I got a bump in here, this line that comes down can also kind of thicken it on this side to make it straighter. So that's all I do is color those in. And then when all is done, we just take out all the pencil marks. With an eraser. And there I went on the other side. Try not to do that, but sometimes I end up doing it. So I'm just thickening it up on one side. Okay, that may not be perfect because I really have to get close to see these things. Okay, well, we're just going to kind of retrace the little lines I did. If, again, I'm not perfect at this, it's okay, because I'm just going to add the little leaves and stuff like I did before. So we just put the leaves on. And make a little flower. Put a little dots in there to make them prettier. And then come down and make some swirls. I like to put a little dot at the end of the swirl. Just adds a little something to it. So you can do this as fast as you want, as slow as you want. It's really pretty easy to do. And like I said, you can put the swirls anywhere you want. And then we just add in some dots. I do a dot of 3. And then I guess I should tell you the pen I'm using. So it's a Faber-Catell PITT artist pen, and it is in the size S. So I just take a regular, this is a Pentel eraser. It's not a pen, it's just an eraser. I'm sorry. And then I just use it to erase the pencil that I have out here. Cleans it up. And with the extra lines gone, you can see if there's any more little swirls or any little extra things you want to do. Like this guy over here needs another little leaf on this side. And well, look, a few more little dots over here. And a leaf on this side. So anyway, that's how I do it. I just plan it out, and that's how it's done. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and ink this one in here. So we just put in our line. And remember, I put Tuesday in there, so I'm not going to go all the way to the letters. Then we'll put this on there, line it back up. And then the tip up here. And then we will go ahead and write in the word. And darken it on this side. Okay. To me, when I'm looking at it, this is a funny part. This top looks okay, but I think I drew it a little funny down here. So I'm going to put it back on there, try to correct that, and I'll just make that darker down here. And when I do my little lines, I'll kind of bring that up and make it look like a shadow. And then I'll put a couple of lines over here, color one in. Okay, now we'll go ahead and put in the vines, and I'm just going to bring it up from here, and of course back down over here. And I'll change them up if I don't like the way they're going in the pencil. And then we'll just add the little leaves again. And then a little flower. And the curlicues. And we'll stick a flower over here. And we'll stick a leaf on that side. And our little dots. And we'll just do the same on this side. And some dots. Okay, I'm not going to write anything in this one, just to save some time here. Okay, and the angles. Oh, I'm on camera. Sorry, I forget to look up when I'm doing this stuff. So just angle that one down, color those in a little bit. And then I'm just going to bring one up and over, one over, and then one down. Okay, and just adding the little leaves again. It's an easy thing to add just a touch of artistic, and I'm talking a touch because I've seen some videos of some very, very talented people that just do amazing work. And I am, like I said, just a doodler. Little leaves. So there is the 3 different ways I've done it, and I'll just run the eraser across so you can see it looks without the lines on it, especially for this one. I mean, this is the messiest part, is to get the eraser gunk off. But that's kind of how it's done. So, kind of look at it. You can do as much or as little as you want. You can make these shorter or longer, whatever you like to do. So I hope I inspired you a little bit to try it out. Have a great day, guys, and thanks for watching my videos. Take care now. Bye.